All these shootings, of course, front and center in the race for the White House right now, as just 1 week before the Republican convention in Cleveland. And ABC's Tom Llamas has the latest from the campaign trail.
With the country still reeling after the ambush in Dallas and protests across the nation, Donald Trump is accusing the president of ignoring reality. Trump tweeting, "President Obama thinks the nation is not as divided as people think. He is living in a world of the make-believe." Race now at the forefront of the campaign. One of Trump's biggest supporters, former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani, with this advice to black children.
If I were a black father and I was concerned about the safety of my child, I would say be very respectful to police. I'd also say be very careful of those kids in the neighborhood and don't get involved with them, because, son, there's a 99% chance they're going to kill you, not the police.
And this blunt view of Black Lives Matter.
Black lives matter, white lives matter, Asian lives matter, Hispanic lives matter. That's anti-American and it's racist.
A much different tone from Hillary Clinton.
I'm going to be talking to white people. I think we're the ones who have to start listening to the legitimate cries that are coming from our African-American fellow citizens.
Trump supporter, retired Army General Michael Flynn, who's being vetted to be Trump's running mate, strongly disagreeing with Clinton's statement.
And she talked about white people being to blame. I mean, that is so irresponsible.
But Flynn may have his own troubles gelling with Trump.
I think women have to be able to choose.
He's a registered Democrat who, unlike Trump, supports abortion rights.
And a big week ahead on the campaign trail. Senator Sanders expected to endorse Hillary Clinton at a rally tomorrow, and we may learn who Donald Trump will pick to be his running mate before next week's convention. George?
Okay, Tom, thanks. Let's get more on this now from Martha Raddatz, who joins us now from Dallas, and our political analyst Matthew Dowd from San Antonio. And Martha, you spent the weekend there in Dallas speaking with voters there, and now you're going to be heading across the country to Cleveland. This issue, of course, top of mind for everyone.
It truly is, George. Really, everyone we've talked to has talked not only about a racial divide, but the political divide. And because we're in Dallas and we've been around here, obviously everybody's talking about how you bridge that divide. Some of the voters I talked to say they really haven't made a decision yet, that they're listening to Donald Trump, they're listening to Hillary Clinton, but keeping their children safe and somehow bringing this nation together is really paramount on their minds, George.
And Matthew Dowd, we saw in Martha's interview with General Flynn yesterday, he came out and said he was basically pro-choice, difficult for a Republican vice presidential nominee, especially this year. But Donald Trump is zeroing in on this decision now. Biggest decision, as you said, of his campaign, the biggest one he has control of. Other contenders, Chris Christie, Mike Pence, the governor of Indiana. Who would help him the most?
Well, I think this is a very important point in the time for Donald Trump. I mean, for two reasons this decision matters to him a lot. One, he needs to dominate the conversation again, George, in the course of this, and he's lost control somewhat of the conversation over the last month. It's important for that. And two, he needs somebody to be part of his tag team. He's been tag teamed. He needs somebody to help him attack the other side and carry his message. And he's not had that since he's gotten the nomination or come close to getting the nomination.
Could get in the next few days. Okay, Matthew Dowd, Martha Raddatz, thanks very much.